open a Google site for the first time, you're going to go to your Google Drive, click on the blue New button, scroll down here to More, and click on the button that says Google Sites. Another way you can access your Google Sites is to go to sites.google.com/new. That's the URL for the new Google Sites landing page, and that'll take you to all of the Google Sites that you've created, similar to the Google Docs or Google Sheets landing sites. Once it creates your new website, on the top left, you can give your site a new name. So name your site here. It'll automatically drop that name right here as well. Here's our first page. We're going to give it a title. And so you have created your first website. We're going to add some media now to it. Double click anywhere in the white space here, and you'll get a circle here. You get a few different options. We can add a text box, clicking on the text one here. Add some text. Double click anywhere again. You can add a URL. You can add an image. You can upload something from your computer, or you can add something directly from your drive. I'm going to click on that here. On the right side, it's going to open up my drive. I'm going to be able to search it if I want for a specific file. Otherwise, I can just go through my folders. And so if here's a document I want to put in, here's a spreadsheet actually, click on it once, click on Insert, and it'll throw it in there for you. You can adjust the size of the document or this presentation in this case by clicking on some of the blue dots here. Make it wider, make it larger, however I want it. I can click on there's some additional options I can click on here. Click on Settings. I can make the slideshow automatically start. I can make it loop, and I can make it so that it takes 2 seconds between each slide as it moves on. So again, I could double click in the white space here. I get the different options to add some media. Also, I can just on the right side here, click on text box, images, URL, or upload as well. They're adding some features here. Here's a component I can add a divider feature, so it'll divide some of my information. I'm going to add another image here this time. When I do go to add an image, I can search by URL. I can search just Google itself. I can just look in my albums, or I can look in my Google Drive. I'm going to just search for something here, cats in hats. It'll search Google for you. And it does say results shown are labeled for commercial reuse with modification. So it's already filtering some of the stuff for us. So I'm going to click on the kitty here, click select, and there it's inserted an image for me. Now if I want to, I can add some text next to it. Here is a cat in a rooster outfit. It looks like a rooster outfit. Let's say I want to put that caption underneath the cat here. I'm going to make the text a little smaller first. Then I'm going to grab the text, and I can drag it on top or below the kitty to add a little caption for that picture. Each of these different pictures or slides or pieces of media are put into different sections. And so on the left side here, I have the option to delete this section, or I can change the background color as well, help make it stand out from the other ones. By default, I get a couple of different options of just a regular white background, a gray background, or in this case, this one's a blue emphasis. And the reason why it's blue right now is because of the theme that I'm in. So in the top right here, if I go to themes, right now I'm in a simple theme with a blue predominant color. I can switch to pink here. If I do that, you'll see that the background here switches to pink. Now I can also put an image in the background of each of these sections if I want to, just upload or select an image from the internet. Now let's say I don't like that pink background, but I do like it for some of my website, but I don't like it for the background right here. Here's a little workaround you can use. Click on palette there, go to image, and we're going to select an image. And again, this is a little workaround for how you can get the colors that you want in the background. So I'm going to go to search here. I'm just going to search for a red. Click on one of these images, click select, and it'll insert that image into the background of this section. And so again, that's just a little workaround if you don't like the palette colors that it's giving you over here. Additionally, with themes here, the themes change the initial text on the page, the title text. And so if I click on Aristotle here, you'll see it'll give this little line underneath my heading. If I go to Diplomat, it'll put a box around it. Likewise with some of these other ones, you can play with them there. You can also change the background of the heading. Go here to change image, upload or change the image right there. You can also change the header type, make it a large banner if you'd like. It just makes it a little larger. You can make it title only as well and makes it a little smaller. If I click on header type, I can also go back here to banner and I can click on this left arrow and change the image again from a Google to something I search on Google if I wanted. That's a pretty quick overview of what Google Sites will do for you. Again, here's the insert button where you can insert media from your drive, docs, sheets, slides, all these things. Here's the themes button that I navigated to so I can change some of these backgrounds. The other one that I'm going to show you here is pages, and this is how we create new web pages in our website. Click on this add page button, give it a title, page 1. Let's say you're maybe creating a portfolio for a class, so this might be for gym class. And make another web page for math class. Google Sites has made it real simple for you to create this website, and so as you create these web pages on the right here, you'll see they're automatically getting added to the page's navigation across the top here. I'm going to click on the home page, go back to our initial page, where we should have a presentation and also our little picture of the kitty. But here it added new page 1, math class as well. Looks like gym class didn't get added there. Must have clicked it too quickly. There we go, but it does add all of those across the top here. Now let's say you don't want one of those to show up. Let's say it's a sub page for one of your other web pages. You can click on the right side here, the 3 dots for gym class, and we can click on the option hide from navigation. The web page will still be here, but as you see here, it took it away from the top navigation. If you don't like the top navigation, you can go to settings on the left side here. You can do a side navigation, and then that way when you go and to your website, students or people will click on your 3 little lines here and look at the menu for your different web pages right here. If you want to see what this looks like from a user standpoint, I'm going to go back to the home page here really quick. Let's say you messed with it for a little bit and you want to see what it looks like live. Click on this view button right here, the little eyeball to preview. It'll open it up for you. And like I showed you before, here's the side navigation versus the top navigation. Here's what it looks like. Here's what we got so far. Okay, if I click on math class, it'll take me to math class. We haven't added anything there yet. Now let's say I want to go back to edit. In the very bottom right, it shows a couple different options. And what this is showing you what it looks like on a phone, what it would look like on a tablet, and what it looks like on a computer screen. It does automatically adjust for those different screens for you. Click on that X button though, and it'll take you back to edit mode. I'm going to go back and turn on the top navigation. I prefer it myself. I'm going to go back to my home page. Let's say I want to rename a page. I can click on the 3 dots right here. I can rename a page right here. I could also duplicate the page here, or I can create a sub page as well. If I create a sub page, this would be underneath gym class. So this might be my gym class for the 2017 school year. And so if I click done, you see that it does drop it underneath gym class right here. Let's say I created another page though. Let's say this is algebra. So I took an algebra class this year perhaps. You see it created as a new web page. If I grab the page, oh, we gotta let it load here. Once it loads here, I got 6 dots on the left side. I can grab that, drag it up to math class, hover over it for a second, it'll turn blue, and I can drop it there and add a sub page to math class. Now when I go up to my navigation on the top here, it says math class. Hover over that. One of the options is algebra there. Okay, so that's pretty much it about how to create a website. I'm going to hop over to another web page here, or another website, to show you maybe one that has a little bit more images, some more text. So here's a portfolio, a website that has a few more images, a couple of GIFs, and across the top it has more navigation, just to show you maybe what a website that's completed might look like. So once we finish our website, we need to share it with other people so that they can access it. The way we share a website is we publish it. In the top right, we press the publish button. And it allows us to name our site whatever we want. The name is always going to be sites.google.com/garfield16.org/ and then you get to choose whatever you would like here for the next part. In this case, I used G16 portfolio as my name, and so here would be the URL that people would be able to take a look at. Now just below here it tells me who can view my site. Right now anyone at Garfield 16 can manage it, and so I'm going to go and click here on manage, and I'm going to change a couple options here. So right now it's set up that draft, anyone at Garfield 16 who has the link can edit it. I'm going to change that and maybe make it public on the web because I want other people to see this website. Or maybe I just want on so Garfield 16 can see it, or perhaps I want to turn it off so that no one can see it except for me. It also says that it's published. Anyone at Garfield 16 can find and view it. I can change that setting here as well. I'm going to press done now. I'm going to go out one level. I'm going to click the publish button. And so now my site is live. It is on the web. Again, some of those options for publish, you're going to want to take a look at, so you're only sharing it with the people who you want to share it with. I'm going to go into this plus person button for a second though. This is how we share this with others, similar to how we share documents with others. And here's that same exact share with others dialog box that we had just before. Type in a person's name if you want to give them edit access. Click on the pencil to give them edit access, or if you just want them to be able to view the published site, just give them view access there. Again, here's everyone that you've shared it with already, and you can change some of those settings by going into here and only change it to specific people or allowing anyone to be able to find your website. Again, be very careful with how you change these settings because you may or may not be sharing it with people who you do not intend to share it with. So do be careful as you go through these sharing settings. Make sure you're sharing it with people who you want to have access to it. All right, go create some websites. Have fun. Take care. Bye.